What up, dude? And welcome to Let's Talk Detroit Lions Talk, brought to you by Detroit Lions on the Prowl and Life Nation Unite. It's your man, Curt Still. Today is Monday, June 6, 2022. On deck for today's show, we look at some players in a make it or break it year for the Lions offense. We discuss what to expect from Jeff Okudah after returning from injury. And Coach Mike talks about Child Harris is ready to prove that last season was not a fluke. But before we get into all that, man, you know, we got to bring in the rest of the crew. First up, man, y'all know summertime is his favorite time of the year because, you know, them tasty cakes be out there, dog. It's my man, LL Cool. What's up, my guy?
I thought you was about to say something completely different. What's up, Prowl Nation? And good morning.
And y'all see him, man. He is the boxing pride of Jackson, Michigan. He is the defensive line coach for Jackson Northwest Mounties. It's my man. Who?
Workout start today. Coach Jones. Who is Coach Mike Jones? What's going on, Lion fan?
Hey, let's get this thing started
right now.
Lego.
It's Detroit Lions Talk, baby.
We're going to get up, and on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off.
Yes, sir. We in the deep.
All right. Well, it's the first of the week. And Curt, what you got for us today?
All right, man. So there are a few players, in my humble opinion, that are in make or break years for the Lions on offense. TJ Hockenson got some high praise from head coach Dan Campbell recently, saying that, you know, players like him are hard to come by. Well, the 2019 first round draft pick has shown some flashes of his ability to be one of the top tight ends in the NFL. However, that brother cannot stay on the field. Injury has plagued his young career. With David Njoku getting his extension from the Cleveland Browns, it's safe to ask, where's TJ deal? However, come on, man. The Lions have picked up his fifth-year option, but my question is he worth the money if he can't stay on the field? He missed 6 games his rookie season and 5 last season. His only complete season was in 2020. He made the Pro Bowl that year, but he had like 700 yards receiving that year, like 750. If he has another year, which he's missing multiple games due to injury, is it time to move on from the hot? The best ability is availability, and TJ is missing a lot of time on the field for the Lions. My thoughts is if he can't have a significant uptick in playing time, it's time to start looking for a replacement in the draft for TJ Hockenson. Now, there's a few other players that kind of fits this same category as well. You're looking at DeAndre Swift. We talked to Coach Deuce Staley talked about him having to fight through injury. You know, he can't stay on the field. Quintez Cephas is coming back off an injury. The young fella can't stay on the field. We've seen it in this regime where you got players who can't stay on the field, and all of a sudden it's sayonara, player, you got to go. So these are my kind of guys who make it break years for the Lions. They got to stay on the field. They got to produce, and the success on the field is going to be key for at least 2 of these guys, for TJ Hockenson and DeAndre Swift. For us to have success for the Lions, they have to be on the field. Who are you guys make it or break it players on the offense? They're having a make it or break year.
Yeah, I just want to expand on that TJ Hockenson and Swift thing, man. I think that you hit the nail on the head. Our offense, I don't really think they're making it for TJ Hockenson to be that number one type of threat that, you know what I'm saying, that you know, do it all, do everything. I think they're looking for more of the you block and then you can get open a couple of times a game if you get lucky. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they're really making the offense built around a receiving threat type of tight end. So Hockenson might be expendable. I know people like fall in love with the Detroit Lions draft picks, but hey, man, it is what it is. He's not fitting the makings of the offense. And DeAndre Swift, man, there was a stat about him that just recently came up that I just did not even realize that he had the worst rushing in between the tackles of all 32 running backs in the NFL last year. I was like, geez, like, wow. Like, so, I know why he went through that body transformation. He trying to get right to get through them tackles, man, because it don't. That's not a good thing, man. For us to be that highly on these guys and yet they have these deficiencies. It's kind of thing that's always set the Lions franchise back and the fans back. Is we fall in love with our own draft picks and we just can't get past it, man. So, hey. Them two guys, these is proven years, man, especially for Hockenson. Because if you can't stay healthy, you got to go, bruh. What you got, LL?
He's got a defensive stance already.
I just remember when we was coming up on the draft, and I said, I didn't say I wanted to trade him, but I said, if it's about picking up more draft capital or whatever, maybe take a look at players like TJ Hockenson and DeAndre Swift, because they are good players. I like them. I don't want them to go, but they are replaceable. And now look at y'all two right on here, sounded just like me on that day. So sometimes things like that, at least it make me feel a little bit better. It's like, dang, Torrance, maybe you ain't so crazy. But yeah, I think it's make or break years for all of those guys that you mentioned, Curt. If I could throw one more in there, maybe I'll say Jared Goff. It's a make or break a year for y'all.
Come on, man.
If he don't get it together, y'all said it yourselves. They've gave him enough that there's no more excuses. So, and I don't know. You got to kind of look at it. Of all of them, you might could keep them. You might could keep Swift and Hockenson, but just at cheaper deals and things like that. You also got to look at when you come into, missing the games and stuff, what kind of led him to missing games. I said it on the show. I forget exactly what week it was, but y'all's friend was like hanging him out there, like he almost got his knee ripped right off his leg. And I just couldn't. I'm like, dog, do Hawk owe Golf some money or something? I said that almost verbatim, but so I don't. Yeah. Maybe he, you can look into why they missed the games and stuff like that. Maybe if we keep him around, some of the cheaper deals. But make or break years for those two, and including y'all's guy. If he don't get it together, he out of here.
Now here's another guy who kind of like slides into the category on the back door is Taylor Decker. He's missing significant time over the last couple of years as well. He can sneak in on the back door that, missed almost half the season last year with an injury. Just signed an extension. I don't think he's more expendable as the other two, just because of the fact that he does play well when he's on the field. He hasn't missed as much time. Just last year was the most significant time he's missed, especially in recent years. But those two individuals, and it's not a surprised that we need those two players to step up, but Deuce Staley is talking about, hey, you got to play through that stuff. And then Dan Campbell saying that, Kevin, the high praise. Now, what I will say about TJ Hockenson, he is a excellent tight end when he can stay on the field. The guy can ball. He has the skills. He can run the routes. He can run the whole route tree as a tight end, and he can block. I mean, he's just not a, guy who's one-dimensional where he's just a receiving type tight end. TJ Hockenson can block. He can definitely get down the line and, and make some holes for the running backs. The thing about DeAndre Swift, I will say about him running in between the tackles, I don't think that that's what they want him to do. I know that's a key for the running back, but he's more of an outside type of runner where he gets to the edge. The end between the tackles runner for the Lions has been Jamal Williams. But if you're going to have DeAndre Swift as the number one back, he has to improve that, Coach Jones. I agree with you 100%. He has to improve his in between the tackles type of running. But looking at the offensive line this year, if we can get everyone healthy and starting like they're supposed to be, it could be where that stat will improve and he can stay healthy, like you said, body transformation, seeing a nutritionist, putting on some muscle, slimming down, and Jamal Williams doing the same thing, kind of slimming down as well. He wants to add some pop and some speed to his game. Right. The running game can be a focal point for the Lions this upcoming season. Hey, man, if you like this content, man, go ahead, like the video, share the video, comment on the video, man. You know what we're doing. We on that march to 4,000 subscribers. So go ahead, man. What you doing already? Get on the bus, Gus. Get on this train, Wayne. Get on this ride, Clyde, and go ahead and click that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, because you keep coming back for some reason. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel and ring a ding ding that notification bell so you know when you're getting fresh content from us right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. Family discussion topic for today: who are your make or break candidates on the Lions offense this year? So who needs to step that thing up, or they may be stepping out of town? Let us know in the comments down below. And y'all know how we do it. We pick 6 of those things, six of those things, not like the evil, but the 6 of those things to read on the next show. Y'all know how we do that thing. All right, my man, my mellow, y'all know what it is. Y'all, he needs to get on that mic, because you know he eats Jello, man. It's my man, the myth, the legend. The ladies love him. They screaming his name. L, Couture. What you got for today, my dude?
I sure wish that's how it went, but my newsroom topic for today comes from is an article I've seen on ProwDetroit.com. The headline says, "What are your expectations of Jeff Okudah in 2022?" In this article, they talk about our loaded defensive backfield, how many corners we have, and things like that. You know, they mentioned about his positional or his player rankings as a positional player, things like that. I don't really care about that. I want to focus more so on how do we feel like he's going to play this season? Do we think he's going to come back all right? Is he going to need some work? You know, is he going to play the whole year? Will he finish the year a Lion? You know, will he make any teams at the end of the year? Things like that. And that's what I kind of want to, you know, take this time and get some responses from you and you guys out there. If y'all want to, of course, you know how we do the comments. Write down here any of the answers to these questions, and maybe it'll make it onto the next comment card segment. But like I said, I guess the first question I want to ask is for Jeff Okudah. Does he start week 1? And if he does, at what position? And I mean, like, you know, outside corner, nickel corner, or one of the safety spots.
I think the Lions are making a mistake by not trying him out at safety, just to be honest with you. I think he's going to lose a step coming off that Achilles injury from last season. He has the size to play safety and the tackling ability to do well at that position. Okudah has never been a burner on the outside, even going back to his college days at Ohio State. His cover skills would give him an upper hand on that back end of the defense. My expectations, what I think, if we play him at outside corner, he's going to struggle again. I don't think he has the coverage skills as far as the speed to play outside corner at the highest level. That's just me. I believe that he would do well at playing safety. He has the size. The dude can hit. He can come up and play the run support. But at the end of the day, I just not seeing it as an outside corner. That's just me. If you stick him out there again, I just think it's going to be, you know what I'm saying, we're going to call that dude, you know what I'm saying, we're going to call him Wonder Bread because he's going to be burnt toast all season long.
So does he start week 1, Curt?
I think he may start week 1 just for the fact that of his position, his draft position, you know, and what they expect from him, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, you know, I think they're gonna have to start him, at least start the season at corner, but I think a position move may be in the works for him.
Yeah. Well, you know what, man? He should start week 1 because he got injured so early in the season that his recuperation period should take him into a full training camp. He should be full, you know what I'm saying, full to go. You know what I'm saying? Especially if Williams is, you know what I'm saying, if he's like trying to push for the season, then Okudah, you know, I think he get hurt week 2, something like that. So
week 1.
So he
versus the
that's
49ers.
49ers.
Yeah, so he gonna be ready. As far as him changing positions, I don't know, man. I mean, the thing is he was drafted number 3 overall as a cornerback. Due to injuries, he hasn't really had a fair shot to play a full season at cornerback. I know that's not, you know, none of our, you know, our faults or nothing like that, but it's injuries. But I think that he at least deserves at least a half a season, at least a whole season to prove that he could be a corner first. He hasn't really had that time to really prove itself, whether he can do that or not. So the speed thing, I don't know. That's a wait and see process. We're gonna see if he still got that speed, if he still, if he can still do that, man. But I just wouldn't be so quick for him to change the safety just yet, because we ain't seen what he got at corner yet. So you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So
Right.
with his draft position, man, I'm gonna quote my man The Rock. It doesn't matter where he was drafted. His ass needs to be a safety. That's all I'm
Right.
What you got, LL?
So, another question for you: does he make the Pro Bowl or any All-Pro teams this year?
Man, hell no.
Man. The hell's wrong with you, man?
Y'all got no faith in old Okudah. I think he could. I think he has a possibility. I think if he play a full season.
Man,
I said could. I said could.
You could. He could.
I think he could.
And if what's that? I don't know, man. He could, and he could be out of the league at the end of the year. I don't know either, man.
That leads me to my last question here. Does he finish the season a Lion?
I mean, he is trade bait. I mean, I don't know who would trade for him, but because but he could be trade bait for the reason that some of the other Lions, some of the prove it guys we got in free agency, or the guys we pick up on waiver wire, he could be one of those guys where he can have a fresh start outside of Detroit, and he could
we can get a conditional pick for him, or maybe a 5th round pick. I mean, I don't think a 5th round pick is too much to ask for a guy who was number 3 overall in his 3rd season. So we could possibly get an extra pick. It's possible.
We could trade him on a Wednesday and get $3 conies for him, but I'm just saying.
Oh, wow.
I think he'll probably finish the season here, and I don't know. Maybe he could possibly make a Pro Bowl or something like that. As far as making an All-NFL team, I don't see that happening. And I guess I think he'll probably start out at least at corner, because I like what Coach Mike said. We haven't really got to really see him at corner totally yet. So I think we're gonna see him at corner, and I think he'll probably start week 1. But that's all for my news and rumors topic. Of course, if you like that, if you want to answer those questions, go ahead and shoot those responses down in the comments, and let's see if they make the comment cards on Wednesday's show. But like this content, share it, send it to all of your homies that like the Lions, or even mention the Lions. Or if they don't like the Lions, send it to them and say we're gonna be good this year. What we got next, guys?
All right, man. We got to pay some bills right quick, man. You know how it is. Hey, if you want to get yourself some Lions gear, go over to fanatics.com. They got a sale going on right now. The new gear for the new year is coming out pretty soon. Like I said, man, that new training cap gear is coming for me. That new cap is coming, man. Man, if you want to see a picture of it, go over to my profile on Lions Nation Unite. You can check it out right there. That camouflage is sick, man. I'm wearing camo today just to, getting ready for it to come in the mail. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and check it out. If you want to get yourself some Lions Nation Unite gear and represent for the app, go to lnushop.com. Or you can get yourself some Prowl Nation gear over at lionsontheprowlshop.com. If you want to hang out with us, go ahead and check us out on your favorite social media platforms, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Man, it's summertime, and LL's Instagram is heating up. You know what I'm saying? For the summer. That boy, yeah, man. So go ahead and check him out over there on Instagram. If you want to just hang out with me, man, and see what I'm doing behind the scenes, me with my grandkids and hanging out and just doing some behind the scenes stuff, go ahead and check me out over on Instagram. If you want to see some, Chef Mike cooking in the kitchen, maybe he can post some pictures over there on Instagram as well. Chefing it up, because he's multi-talented. He ain't just coaching defense. He making some meals too. He getting that cook on. So go ahead and check us out on your favorite social media platforms, man. But now it's time for my man to get on the mic and do his thing, to talk about one defensive lineman that's coming back to say last year was not a fluke. Coach Jones, what you got on Charles Harris?
Yeah, man. A lot of people want to know, can Charles Harris have another successful year after his proven year that he had? And I believe he can. I don't think he'll exceed what he did last year, but he can definitely match what he did last year, just based off the fact that he's going to be on the second team. he's not going to be a starter. Aiden Hutchinson and Romeo Okwara will be the starting D ends. I think that Charles Harris and maybe Josh Pascal will be the second tier ends. So I believe that I believe that Charles Harris has a very good chance of duplicating his 7-sack season last year, especially when you're only asking him to maybe even come in on the rush downs or spell a guy and give a guy a breather, and he comes in fresh and he's a capable player. Charles Harris can have a great impact on the game. He can help mix up the D line. They can put Hutchinson, Pascal, Harris, and maybe a Liam McNeil together on that line, for maybe a third down pass rushing situation and things like that. And that Romeo and Hutchinson are going to command so much attention that Charles Harris is probably going to get a lot of one-on-ones. With the talent that we have on that D line. So I believe that he can match that 7-sack total that he had last year. I think he will. Probably he'll probably be between 5 and 7 sacks this year. Coming on that second team. But what do you guys think about that?
I think Charles Harris had a solid year last year for Detroit, leading that team with that modest 7.5 sacks. I think it will be important for part of the pass rush rotation for Aaron Glenn. That new attacking scheme, there will be a need for the Lions to be deep at defense and an outside linebacker, which he is part of that depth. So at the moment, if Harris can have similar numbers that he did in 2021, that it will bode well for the Lions sack total for the team in 2022. Like you said, rotational piece. I think he can do his thing. I'm liking the defensive line, and you brought over his pal, John Kaminsky, came over for the Atlanta Falcons. So that's another rotational piece that we have. I just want to know who's going to get cut. You gotta
right.
My thing, who gonna get cut from that defensive line, because we can't carry all these cats. And you look at that picture, you got a lot of young talent. You got Levi Onwuzurike, that he can play inside, he can play outside. You see how he slimmed down in the offseason, put on some muscle. And to be honest with you, Liam McNeil is athletic enough that he can slide out, in a 4-man scheme and play on the outside as well. They can just run some stunts. And, you got Junior Okwara playing that outside linebacker position. It's going to be something to deal with if they can get this thing right. But I believe that Charles Harris can, like you said, be a rotational piece and get those sack totals he had from last year. 7.5 is not a lot to ask for a guy in a rotational role. I just want us to be better in the pass rush.
Right. I just see Charles Harris as a contributor to the pass rush, rotational player, depth person. And spot starter or whatever it is. I just like how we're set up to not have a year like last year. If we start getting hit by that injury bug, then we just ass out pretty much. Some of these guys, I don't want any of these guys to get hurt, but if we do suffer some injuries, like we probably will, we'll have capable guys like Charles Harris to step in and help out.
Yeah. That's crucial, man. But if you like this content, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, help us get to that 4K, man, and get this out to more Lions fans just like yourself. So what we got up next, Curt?
Man, y'all know what it is, man. It's my favorite segment of the show because we get to hear what you guys had to say about the last show, because it's all about your voice as well. We can hear us talk all day, but we want to hear what you had to say. First up, we got on the comment cards, baby, Big Wally Roval. I don't want to mess your dang on name up, man, but Big Wally in the house. Leave it to Beaver, Wally. My breakout players are Swift and Williams. Okay, with our offensive line, run the damn ball and run it again and again. Okay, Wally said run the damn ball. Like, what was that? Blind side, run the dang ball. You know what I'm saying? He wants to put that peel in those running back hands.
And most importantly, keep it out of y'all's friend hands. Zeke Ayers says, come on, man. Without question, next to golf is Swift and St. Brown, hands down for the offense, responding to the question last week. St. Brown about to get nutty with well over 100 catches and 1,000 plus yards, double-digit TDs to boot. Swift has no excuses. Jamal Williams either. Lions have a top 3 offensive line, and everybody is healthy. Let's go. I like what you're saying, Zeke. I like what you're saying.
Right. Irby Jr. Okay. I like that. All bandwagon applications will be denied. Damn, for real? Respectfully, one pride, Lions Nation. You know what, man? I'm gonna just look, man. Actually, I'm kind of not with you on that because we've never had bandwagon Lion fans.
Yeah, we have.
Never, I mean, we've had like some but we haven't had talking about from the outer, from the rest of the NFL. Okay. People ain't jumped on the Lions bandwagon. Ain't nobody jumped on like the Patriots or the Chiefs or the Packers, you know what I'm saying, or the Rams. Like nobody's jumped on the Lions bandwagon. We've had Lions fans who jump on and off, but we ain't had
fair weather fans.
Yeah, we ain't had people from other teams, and I think that's what Hard Knocks gonna do, man. So let's not do that too fast, man. Like let's enjoy people jumping on the bandwagon, and maybe that'll change some of our luck in the NFL.
Bro, I'm with you, Al. Man, denied. All right. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's my play cousin. Y'all know who it is. Richard Steele. I don't know if that's a referee or not, but he's in the building saying, being a diehard Lion fans is going to be extra good than a flyby fan. That's what I'm talking about. He talking about them bandwagon fans right here. He said tears will fall from some big bad dudes when the Lions can be successful. He said he can't wait, man. Neither can I. It ain't gonna be right away. I don't think it's gonna be this season, but it's coming, and it's coming real soon, my man.
It's on the way. It's on the way. Lion Rumble 81 says this O-line has the ability to cash out 1,000 yard rushes. I said it, and hashtag roaring in Vegas. Okay. I like it. If they run it like they could, maybe. Right. I like it. Lion Rumble 81.
He said, man, okay. Sandy Kaufman says Hockenson and Swift need to do a lot more. There are some very capable backups raring to go. Our receivers will be outstanding, and for the first time since Len Barney days, I'm excited for our DBs and linebackers. This coach, he said Len Barney. Okay, this coach are the best. Cannot wait to spread the pride. Love our Lions. Yeah, he said Len Barney.
Man, Len Barney. You know what I'm saying? He's taking it old school, man. Yeah. Hey, that's the comment cards for today's show, man. Thank you guys for contributing to the content right here on our channel, man. We always appreciate when you got something to say about the show and the Detroit Lions, man. Now it's time for Dessert with your man Curt, brought to you by Delightful Bites, custom cookies and desserts for any occasion. If you like how they look, you'll love how they taste. Go ahead and click the link in the description, into the bio. Go ahead and check it out over on Facebook. If you don't do the Facebook thing, just go over and put in Delightful Bites in TikTok or Instagram, man, and go ahead and drool all over that keyboard and all over your phone or your tablet, all those tasty morsels. It's different tasty morsels from what LL posts on his page, but tasty morsels over there on Delightful Bites over there. Delightful Bites, get your cookie on. All right, so yesterday, we got my man, Penei Sewell, served as the Grand Marshal for the Detroit Grand Prix. If you didn't find out, it was late. It was announced later in the week, I think it was like Saturday or something like that when he announced it. But he was the Grand Prix yesterday. He was the Grand Marshal at the Grand Prix yesterday. I don't think he didn't do the thing with the helmet like Dan Campbell did, but he went ahead and made his quick announcement that he was the Grand Marshal. That tells you what kind of impact that young fella is making in the D. He is the epitome of what the Lions mentality is. He's a hard-nosed cat. I can't wait to see him roll great in some cats this year, man. You already see what he said to Aaron Donald last year. I ain't no punk bitch. And that's my man right there, Penei Sewell. So congratulations to him for being the Grand Marshal for the Detroit Grand Prix yesterday. Now it's time to do what, man? Let's go ahead and walk on over to that Wall of Fame, baby. Up first in our bronze members, we got the Latino Leo, Brian Stover, friend of the show, just in my favorite surveys at 10K, Jeremy Ballrick, or Smoking Jeremy B. He is the king of everything because he is the everything king. And Sage Roberts is always in the building. Then we got our silver members. We got Noam J, who just celebrated a birthday recently. Her birthday, Noam. You got Jason Porter's the Batman of the 313 is shining that signal all over the D. He's making sure that everyone's going to be winning this year for the Detroit Lions. And speaking of Lions, we got Go Lions to round up that silver members. And our gold members, we got Mr. Reliable Michael Hook himself, just in the D. Miles Gibbs, Randall Flag 606, Paul Jarose is in the building. Nicole Orr, Lady Lionel of Deuce Baggy is in the building. Mr. Rupp and Raw himself, North End Ken, and the doctor, Dr. Detroit. He is always in. To become a member of the Wall of Fame, go ahead and click that join now button in the description. Now it is time for final thoughts for today's show. My man, go ahead and let them know what your final thoughts for today is. LL.
My final thoughts are nice and short and sweet on this Monday. Happy Monday. Have a great week. Be kind. Get your sleep.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
what you got, Coach Jones?
Yeah, I just want to say happy Monday to everybody out there. And today is the first day of off-season workouts for the Jackson Northwest Mounties. I'm going to be in the building, in the weight room, pumping them guys up. Let's go. You know how it is, man. I'm excited, man. I'm ready. We got a new coaching staff coming through, man. We got a new head coach, you know what I'm saying? So I'm excited, man. It's a new day. Go Mounties.
All right, I feel you, man. All right, so on a Monday, man, you know that the Lions mini camp starts tomorrow. So they'll be back out on the field for mandatory mini camp. So you'll see all those guys out there maybe putting the little pads on. You know, it's the 7th through the 9th is the mandatory mini camp. It won't be like a lot of contact, but it'll be good to see those guys, the full roster supposed to be there in attendance because it's mandatory. It ain't voluntary. It's mandatory. This is the first mandatory training for the year for the Detroit Lions, and I'm eager to see what's going to happen out there. And let me let you people out in Texas know. I'm going to put this to bed again one more time. The D is in the 313, not Dallas. Dallas is not the D. That's big D, triple D.
No.
I don't know what kind of D, small D, but it ain't the D. The D is Detroit, and that's all we're going to say about it because we boss up and ball out in Detroit, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't, the D is not Dallas. I don't know where the hell y'all got that crap from. I told my nephew who was out there in Fort Worth over the weekend because congratulations to my great nephew for graduating high school this weekend. But I said, let them fools out there know that the D is the 313 and not it ain't the Texas area code. I don't know who the hell started that crap, but the D is in Detroit. So knock that crap off, man. And y'all need to make sure y'all need to know where the D is representing from, and that's Detroit. You know what I'm saying? We get guap out here, we boss up, and we do our thing out here in the 313, baby. So don't be mixing that up with that BS out there. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing that, Kurt. You know what I'm saying? We don't. Dallas is triple D or the big D or whatever y'all call it, man. Leave the D alone because it's already taken. And with that being said, man, it's Monday. The grind starts today, man. You know what you guys do for your boy Kurt Steele. Hey, if you're getting overwhelmed at work because the grind can get hard on a Monday, you know what I'm saying? Garfield say he hate Mondays. Go ahead, take a step back, take a deep breath, and go ahead and get back on your grind if it's getting overwhelming. And do never, ever be afraid to ask for help because it's always a sign of strength and not a weakness to ask for help. And just enjoy your week. Like my man said, if you can be anything in this world, be kind. All right. So go ahead, man, and let's do the thing. And you know what I'm saying? We appreciate you guys right here for checking out this content on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. And so whatever you eating for your lunch today, man, you grinding it up, whatever you get, you have a hot dog. I don't know if you having hamburgers, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, knock them crumbs off your face, man. Finish your drink and get back to work, baby. And whatever you're doing in life, you got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. For my fellas, LL and Coach Mike, this is Kurt Steele, and we will holler at you real soon. We love you, Jim.